Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back. I'm here with Shay and where's Sadie? There she is. We are at Green Acres. We actually went to the Green Acres in Roseville, which is a little bit further away, but it's bigger because we want to do fairy garden stuff today. First off, you need new gloves, right? Okay, let's find some. Are the other ones that you have just too small?
Yeah.
These don't look like kids. Oh, here. Here. What about these? Blue? See if they fit. Try them on. That looks good. Show me. Perfect. Good? All right. Let's get them. All right. Let's find the fairies. They gotta be somewhere. Oh, cute. Oh, I love these fairies. So at our last house, we had a fairy garden and it was a hit, right? Oh, that's so cute. Do you love it?
I love it.
Okay, so we are going. Are you super excited?
So excited. Do you mind if we just buy the whole table? We can bring it over to our house and put it down. That's okay. How much is left?
I don't think so. So the last house, our fairy garden. Okay, hold on. I'll get back to you all. That's really cute.
Mommy, I'm sorry. Monty.
Oh my gosh.
Monty.
Oh my gosh. Give me that.
It's a puppy fairy.
Oh.
No.
Are you kidding?
No, Mommy, come here.
Are you kidding? Okay, hold on. I can't. Oh my god, this is the cutest thing.
Come over here. There's so much cute little puppy ducks. Also, it's like Monty.
Puppy and ducks.
Yeah, and then there's this little bunny. That little
Bunny.
And then bunny.
Okay, I want to get one of these for the tree,
Oh, yeah, okay.
right? And oh, that's cute.
It's like a little swing.
Okay, while the girls are picking out their fairies, I will say, last house that we lived in, we just moved this past August. We started a fairy garden on our side. We lived on a corner lot and we had our side yard, basically. We put a fairy garden there and it was such a hit with the neighborhood kids. I would have parents come up and tell me that they would go on daily walks with their young children and then purposely walk by our house so that they could play with the fairy garden, which is so, oh, it's just so sweet. So we left all the fairy garden stuff there for that reason. And I wasn't sure if the girls would want to do another fairy garden because they're getting, they're getting a little older. They're 8 and 10. But they came to me and they said, Mommy, are we going to do a fairy garden at this house? I really want to. And Sadie wrote a story about the fairies, which I'm going to try and have her read it for you all later on in this video. So it's just so cute. I'm so happy they're super into it still. And I'm just super happy to have it at our new place. So here's what we got so far. We're gonna put this on one of our olive trees. So we have a door to get in, 2 windows with the fairy looking out the window. What else, Shay? You wanna show?
We have an arch,
We have a gazebo,
a house
where they live,
and a bunch of little fairies.
and then the little fairy.
So we got the boy fairy, the little fairy, a
Mhm.
fairy on a bench, and a fairy that's potentially gonna be me.
You with the bunnies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Monty, of course.
Monty.
And this is me.
How cute is it that they had Monty,
I know,
right?
That's like totally
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
with the fairy lens too. Like,
And then this is the little girl listening to the story, right?
yeah.
All right. You want stones?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see if we can find stones. Okay, real quick, I want to go get another hummingbird feeder because they are going through our hummingbird food like every 2 days. So I think I need another one. And they have pretty hummingbird feeders over here, I saw. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's a bad.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. Yes.
I love that. All right, I got 2 hummingbird feeders that are a lot bigger than the one that I have. So hopefully that will hold them over. So I only have to fill it up once a week, which is what I like to do. All right, should we go look at flowers?
Yep.
Let's go get flowers. Oh, so many flowers. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got lavender. Oh, look at the bee. Look at the bee. This is pretty. I just love this stuff. It's just so pretty. Do you girls want to get some geraniums? These really bright ones over here.
Yeah.
Look at. Okay, what color? Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted you to get. Okay, get that. Why don't you get 3 of those and we can put those in the back.
Talking flowers.
Talking flowers. Oh, snapdragons? Okay. Oh, here's snapdragons over here. Here's some more of the white ones. This is called alyssum.
Oh, there's purple.
Mm-hmm. This is stock. Smells really good. And then here's the snapdragons. Pretty. I love it. Perfect. That's gorgeous. Okay, that looks good. Don't you think that's good?
Yep.
Are we missing anything? I think that's great. All right, everyone. So it's a couple hours later. We had to postpone a little bit because Sadie had softball practice, her first softball practice of the year. Very exciting. Over here in the backyard, this olive tree, this is where we're gonna make the fairy garden around, which I think will be really, really beautiful. I am planning to hang some like solar patio lights around each of these trees, kind of in the same way that Fanula at Cottage Gardens of Petaluma did. She inspired me. And so I think that it'll be really pretty to have the fairy garden underneath this tree over here.
It's finally done, and I think it is splendid, so I'm going to give you all a tour. So first, I'm going to talk about the flowers. So we use calla lilies, and we put these in the back of the fairy garden. because they're the biggest flower we used. And then we go down. We use snapdragons, pink daisies, white daisies, violas, and what are these hot pink ones called? Geraniums. Alright. So then, say you're a little fairy, and this is where you're going to enter. There's this little archway with a fairy that will greet you on a little bench. Then you follow the path and you come to this beautiful gazebo. There's a bunch of fairies sitting around the gazebo, and this little fairy here sitting on a stump that will kind of be the main character of the story. Then if you follow the path over to here, it's a house, a little cottage. Then if you turn around and go back and follow this path, you'll see a bunch of butterflies, and you'll also go to the main entrance of the tree. So we hung up a little fairy poking their head out the window, and another window here. The tree will kind of be the main entrance, like the main part of the whole thing. Then we also used a few sticks as kind of like more flowers. And yeah, I think this fairy garden was a hit.
I agree. I love it.
Stay tuned, everyone, for a story of the fairy garden that we are going to call The History of Pixie Hollow. We hope you like it. One marvelous night, the fairies of Pixie Hollow were partying, hanging out with family, and celebrating the escape of the tragedies the night they witnessed the loss of their old homes. They were having a wonderful time. Then, a little fairy, about 4 or 3, asked if she could hear the story of the escape that she made a few years ago, the horror of the time, and the escape party she went with. A few months of age, wrapped in a warm blanket. The youngest to make the journey to her safety that scary night. Soon after, the whole village came together and circled around a large gazebo ready to hear the story that the girl most definitely wanted to hear. The mother of the brave child stood up as the story that all the fairies called The Escape was beginning to be told. I am sure all of us fairies, big and small, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, have heard someone talk about the escape, one that you might have witnessed a few years ago, or, like my daughter here, would like to hear the story again. Once upon a time, we were all minding our own business, doing our own chores, when a giant fluffy animal stomped into our peaceful village.
Get out of my way, you pesky fairies. This is my land.
He destroyed everything. Then a fire started, and nobody to this day knows what it was from, whether it was a cook fire that got too close to some cloth, or the work of that horrid giant. The fire burned down every home in our old village of Pixie Hollow. Lots of brave, noble fairies stayed to try and put out the fires, using tin buckets and water from a small stream flowing through our town. No one knew what happened to those fairies, but other fairies like herself fled, and we faced a long journey ahead of us in search of a new home. We were guided by 2 fairies named Celeste and Aurora. The 2 fairies held out a candle in their hands.
This way!
Aurora shouted.
Tree to the north home.
Soon we found a small village that needed help. They needed more fairies to thrive. Luckily, we came just in time and provided about 30 or so fairies. We told them we would help in exchange for a safe place we could call home. There, we named the village Pixie Hollow. We named it after our old town. Then, we got started uniting, working, and sharing the tips we had to get our new village up and running again. Over a couple years after we got here, this town still needs work, but it carries on an important tradition. She finished, and every fairy sitting around the bonfire clapped for her. The little girl was in awe of the story she was involved in at such a young age. When the little girl came of age, she told her children the same story you heard today. Then the little girl's children told theirs, the same exact story her mother told her that night. And as it got passed down through many years, it now gets passed down to you. And all I ask is you keep this story going for years to come. The end.
Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a chance to get into your garden today.